Alright, welcome back everybody. I need to shave. My little dudes. You can see how the day started off. I was happy, smiling, feeling good. Got Kanan right next to me and Patrick on the other side. Yeah, decent row today. 13 or 14, I think. So yeah, IXCR, John Vincent. This is a makeup race from earlier in the year. Got rained out. They ended up canceling, and so here we are. So second on the whole shot here. Coming in the race, felt like I got kind of a slow start. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I should have walked a little more of the track, but I see this guy look down a little bit and slow up, and so I kind of just took the advantage there. So leading into the woods here, started the day off feeling pretty decent. I did race the day before at Extreme. Got second place at Extreme. It was an okay track, and but man, I was not ready. Didn't get enough sleep the night before. Actually drove to woke up at like 6 a.m., maybe like 6:15, and washed the bike in the morning, loaded everything up, and then drove here. It was like 2 hours and 15 minutes with the boys, and was feeling good to start out. And I tell you what, I tired out pretty quick and had a pretty rough race. So I did not. I guess I finished this race, but I think I got like last place or something. So not a good day for me, but started off decent. So again, learning the track a little bit. I think I learned that I'll probably pass on some double headers going forward. That Extreme, it was a little over 2 hours, and I think it just took too much out of me. Maybe I'm just not as in shape as I thought, but man, 2 hours just nonstop beating on you is a little rough. So I do take a pretty decent spill coming up here on this first lap, and took a bar to the chest and did not feel good. Took a bad line on this. Okay, I guess I kept it. I'm really kind of just watching this real time. But overall, I felt like the track was pretty rough. Like later on in the race, maybe the first lap or two wasn't terrible, but the roots just ended up getting me really bad, and ended up being a pretty bad show for me. So track conditions honestly were great. No issues there. If you look at the dirt, I mean, it's pretty good. There's my first one. I don't know. I'm still learning that one, where it's you know, he probably didn't see me coming, and so, you know, just trying to figure this out. But man, he's just going side to side to side to side. It's just a little frustrating. So checking behind me, seeing how close these guys are. I think they're like right on me. gonna go ahead and pull the results up. I'll give definitely a shout out to the the guys that did well today. Going through, got a little bit of single track, which again, single track is cool. I do like the single track, but makes it hard to pass through here if you're not like just straight revving at somebody. And yeah, that left line cut off a bunch. This got a little muddy throughout the day. And so that was where I took the bar to my chest. And I almost wanted to pop that back and see what actually happened. I'll probably just watch it again, I guess. But man, that one is still hurting.
Man, that did not feel good at all.
Yeah, that one's still hurting pretty bad today. Bruised pretty good on my, just right there in the middle of my chest. And yeah, pretty sore. So hopefully that's about a 6-day recovery because we're wrapping up Midwest this next weekend, and I really got to be on my game because Theron is I'm only about like 3 points in front of Theron at this point, so I really got to bring the A game Sunday. So that was a little tough. I mean, first lap here, just going down like that. And then have a couple more kind of oops moments, I guess. And really fumbled up Pro Hill today a few times. So looks like Zach Halcon took first place today. He was leading the entire race. He was on a Yamaha.
You're right, buddy. I love how a lot of people will wreck, and their first instinct is to apologize to the guy behind them. I can be friends with people like that.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I've seen this a few times, and people, I'll elaborate on that a little bit. Guys will, wreck or, just slide out or low side or whatever, like right in front of you. And you hear it so often. Their first instinct is just to apologize for holding up the people behind them. And I think it's hilarious. I do the same thing. My first reaction is, oh man, oh sorry bud, I'm right in your way, or whatever. So probably without thinking about it, kind of tells somebody's character, maybe. I don't know if I'm putting too much on that, but yeah. This could have been a really fun area, I think. I think even by lap 2, I was kind of done. So, Justin Bell ended up getting second place today. He was, he was third. He was third coming across I was in front of him, I guess, the first 2 laps, and he ended up getting around me on lap 3. So let's see, we got Justin Bell. But he did get second place. Devin Sweeney got third place. He was 6 on lap 1, and making some passes here, trying to get back in the groove of things. My chest was hurting, but I was still kind of pumping some adrenaline. So that was the easiest pass all day. But yeah, moving through here, he did well. 6, 5, 4, 3. I mean, he like gained a position every lap. So he's on that Kawasaki, and I think I thought I saw him at some point, but I've seen Devin. He rides well. Patrick, big shout out to Patrick. He raced with me at Extreme on Saturday, and he got 3rd place on Saturday, and then pulled out a 4th place today. So yeah, that's awesome. He was 4th, and then he actually dropped to 5th on lap 3, and then back to 4th on lap 4. So
oh man, didn't see that for either.
these trees keep popping out of nowhere. A lot of those routes, the creek sections were kind of cool. I usually like the creek sections. Being full tubes makes me a little nervous. But I usually am pretty easy. I try to be light on my front tire and not too harsh with it. But so yeah, usually the creeks are kind of fun. I have not seen this video yet, so hopefully we don't get too many mud spiders, because I don't know how many times I actually wiped this camera. Little muddy section, nothing crazy. Lots of those logs that I feel like just run all the way across at a weird angle, like not the angle you want. But after Patrick, got Kanan coming in 5. Yeah, Kanan coming off a little head injury, I think, last race, and he's riding really well. You know, just for him, man, just staying consistent, because he really can keep up the pace. So 6 is Tyler, 7 was Cameron Patterson, 8 Travis. So I think Travis and Kanan were really fighting for position, and I can't remember. I think Patrick, he might not be in the running. But I know Kanan and Travis were really fighting. That was going to be a really good battle. We got 2 more rounds for IXCR, and I really think it might come down to it really might come down to the last race for them. So that was a little bit of a harder hill. There was a go-round on that, but that was the hill that finally did me in for the day. You'll kind of see what happened to me. I don't know, I'll probably just play 1 lap, and then I'm just going to throw in the guys that ran into me all day, and or I guess maybe me ran into them. Yeah, I guess spoiler, had a few guys. I don't know if this was the right way, but made it up. So that was the Pro Hill. I don't know. It wasn't a terrible run, but I think it was lap 2 that I just kind of botched it a little bit and got most of the way up, but ended up getting a little help to push it the rest of the way. And yeah, if it were me, I'd rather just end the video now and not have to watch these. So 9th place was Cody King, 10 was Shane, 11 was Derek. I got 12th place today, so doing great. That'll be a drop. 13th was Brandon Harden, 14th was Cameron, 15th was George Miller, 16th was Chad Lamb, 17th was Jordan Colvin. So yeah, so I've only seen Zach Halcomb like one other time, I think, and I don't even know if he finished the race. Yeah, we all know Justin Bell. He's been hitting quite a few of these now. Usually does really well, and I know he's creeping up on points too. He's creeping up on 2nd place, Theron, which Theron did miss today. He, I guess sidebar, Theron's been running Stony Lonesome races, so they're a shorter series. There's only like 5 races, so you really got to hit all of them. And they had today already scheduled out, and he had already committed, obviously. So he had another drop to give, and he won today for at Stony. So man, that's awesome. Congrats to him on the win for sure. And yeah, he will be back at the next 2 races. I think he can hold 2nd place down pretty well, as long as he doesn't just have a really bad race like mine today. He should be fine. So he's been fairly consistent. So I guess while we're at it, pull up these 24 standings and yeah, bike classes here. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but that was definitely the cooler way. I don't know if anybody else was racing this race, but just like a little step up on the little waterfall, I guess.
Oh man, hold your line, you guys.
Yep, I was just prepared at that point. So point standings for Vet C. As of right now, I've got 1st place, holding it down. 2nd place right now, we got Travis. Travis is at 144. And we got Kanan Ramey at 141. So 3-point difference here. But the only thing is, Kanan has missed one. He got one DNF where maybe he registered or he just didn't finish. Something happened. So he did have one DNF, and we've got 2 drops to give. So this is, and there was Justin Bell right there. So Justin did pass me whenever I wrecked and took the bar to the chest. Obviously he was right there, so I'm not sure. I think he stalled or something right there. So I was kind of getting back in it at this point, feeling decent. The thing with these points, though, or these races, that they just take the best of 10 races. So you are going to drop 2 races. So between Travis and Kanan, it's definitely going to be a number crunching game to figure out. Travis is going to drop. He had a 9 and an 11 were his worst races so far. Kanan's worst race is going to be a 12, and then he'll drop the DNF. So if they both make the last 2 races, they're going to drop some points. Whereas Theron is right now at 140, and he's already missed 2 races. So he won't, if he makes the next 2 races, he'll actually accumulate those points. He won't have to drop anything. So that was 1 lap, and then the famous little barn jump coming out here. Not as crazy as last year. They built the ramp like all the way up to the. They built the ramp all the way up to the exit. Last year there was a little bit of a gap, so you actually had to kind of jump out of it. And then I think they had a bypass, or not a bypass, or a go-around, basically. But I don't think anybody took it last year. I could be wrong. So, but yeah. So for the series, it's definitely going to be a numbers crunching game. I think the closest battle right now is going to be Travis and Kanan. Like I said, Travis got him by 3 points. But then again, Kanan's already basically has 1 race dropped. So I think that's going to give Kanan the advantage. But really, that's anybody's ball game. Theron's at 140. Justin Bell is at 134. Like I said, I think Theron's got, as long as he doesn't lose to Justin the next 2 races by more than 3 positions each race, I think Theron should be able to lock that in. Then you got Tyler. Tyler's in 6th place right now with 134. And Jason Schwab, who I believe got injured, and he is out still with that leg injury. He's in 7th. With 120. So now Jason's pretty good, so I don't know if he comes back for the next few races. Let's see here. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yep, Schwab got 107. I'm sorry. So it's really he's already got 2 drops also. So he could come up another position for sure, pretty easy. But we'll see how things go. Yeah, so today looks like that Zal Calcum, he raced at Hunt Club, but apparently he got almost next to last. Something must have happened because he obviously was running really good today, taking that first. So good for him. But yeah, he's only got 2 races, so he at least won't be qualifying for the standings for the year. But bad line choice on this, where I feel like I was getting a little tired. You're probably gonna start to see it here soon. But might get done with my rant here and probably go ahead and fast forward to some good parts. But overall, it's been a really good year. Got 2 more races for IXCR. So the last thing I want to do right now is even look at my bike, but I will hopefully be ready by next week. So I did go ahead and order an oversized fuel tank. So I did order the 4-gallon fuel tank for my bike, just the Acerbies or whatever, however you pronounce it. And so that'll end my fuel consumption scares. A few of these races I have finished with my fuel light on, and I've been told you don't have very much once that fuel light comes on. So that'll end that, and I do plan on doing like a Hatfield trip soon, and I'd like to next year really do some more like fun rides, just with some buddies, and I'd probably pick those over races. So I also ordered a stabilizer for the front end. I've been getting a lot of tank slap and some wobbles there at some high speeds, and it's been manageable, but I have a feeling some of my issues could be resolved with a stabilizer. Not all, but I definitely feel like it'll help me a little bit. There's Steve. That's the only thing I was looking for was Steve right there. So now I'll probably fast forward, and I think that was all. I thought I ordered one more thing. Oh, I did order some wheels, some practice wheels. I'll probably throw just so I'm not eating my good tires up when I want to go out and just run a few laps and just play around a little bit. I can still come out and race and still have a kind of a freshie on the race setup. So yeah, I don't know, spending over $500 on wheels, probably not saving that much, and I could probably just buy a new tire, but it's nice to have a backup too, especially if we're going to do some rides out like Hatfield or down south, or maybe out in Moab or something. It'd be nice to just have an extra set of wheels if I get something, just slide it on rather than have to change a tire. So but yeah, let's see, I think that's pretty much it for this week. So doubleheader, second place yesterday, and got a void today. So that was my only mulligan, I guess, that I can take for this series. So I better keep it together the next 2 races. That got a little sketchy, I think. Again, maybe stabilizer on that section would have been nice. But yeah, so if you stuck around here, I guess I'll highlight somewhere around the 30-minute mark to where when my day starts to go bad. So, yep. See y'all next week at Midwest. Okay, so I had gone down other like one small time, but this is the one that kind of messed me up. And man, I don't know what happened to the audio here. Just must have just muted as I fell down and got frustrated. But I was just, the only thing I said was, "Oh, ouch," and that was pretty much it. But I don't know, the audio for some reason cut out. But so that was one.
Yeah, man. Every time you go down, it makes you.
Every time you go down, man, it just tires you out at least me. It just tires you out so much trying to come back from that, especially when you're already tired and you're riding like kind of crap. So. I'll fast forward to the next one. It's not very long from now. Alright, so this is my first. Apparently this tape was down a tree wrong way. And a little frustrated at this, but came back down and lo and behold, running into Justin Bell. So get to follow him for just a minute. And sparked a little, when you see somebody in your class, you're like, okay. Gave me a little pep in my step, as you see. Start moving a little faster. Now we're back to, close to race pace here. Until that. We'll see how far this goes, and then here soon, I mess up pretty good. I think coming up here is where dude just wrecks or stalls it on the hill right in front of me, and that's the one I'm waiting for. I'm just kind of watching this all real time, so. Okay, coming up on here on, this is the one that really hurt. Why I followed this guy up, but he stalled it. And I don't know what happened to the audio, like right in that area, but I think my camera was kind of cutting out a little bit. And, so yeah, it took me a minute to get back up and going. So that was the first one. Partially, I guess, that was probably my fault for following this guy up there. Yeah, I just got to get better at following people, obviously, because that was the first one of the day, and I was a little upset. Again,
that's like
should have not followed him.
Whenever that happened today, I'm done. I gotta.
Okay, so this one here was kind of the final one. After this, I just kind of called it quits. I did see the guy took the line a little more to the left, but this was a harder hill. There was a bypass on the left, but I made it up this hill no problem every other lap. But this guy took left and he kind of shot to the right. You'll see there, and then he comes and just runs right into me.
Oh yeah, it's alright, buddy. I'm done today.
That might make a great video though.
It did.
Dang it. Sorry, brother.
It's all good. I was having a rough race, man.
I was too. I'm dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of tell I was done. No language to bleep out or anything. I was just, at this point, I was over. I was over it. I was apparently third at this point. I should have just went back down. I had a few minutes on fourth place, I think. But should have just went down and regrouped maybe. But I did come down here and I sat down here for about 15 minutes or something maybe. Watched all my buddies go through, which was kind of cool. But so this is it. So as I was leaving here, I saw Dwayne.
Oh, don't do it, Dwayne. Oh, don't do it. Dwayne saw me and messed him up.
He did see me last minute. It kind of messed him up, but he made it every other lap.
I've been chilling for a while. You got it, bud. Come on.